Okay, question 4. In New Terry, the mean daily rainfall for the first week in April was 3.8 centimetres. Comparing this first week with the following week, it rained 1 centimetre more on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday of the second week than on these days during the first week. 1 centimetre less on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of the second week than on these days during the first week. The same amount on the Saturday of the second week as on the Saturday of the first week. What was the mean daily rainfall in the second week? Give a reason for your answer. Now, if you think about this quite clearly here, right, it's meant to be fairly straightforward, I think. They've given you the mean for the first week. If you look here, think about how the mean is calculated. The mean is calculated with regards to the total amount of rainfall over the week. So we'll be adding the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way to Saturday up, dividing them by how many days. Now, in the second week, same amount of days, 7 days. In terms of the total rainfall, well, has it actually changed, the total rainfall? Because, yeah, on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, there was 1 centimetre more in each of those days than the previous week. But then on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there's 1 centimetre less comparing it to the week before. So in a way, it sort of cancels each other out, doesn't it? Yeah, you had 3 days where there was 1 centimetre more, 3 days then where there was 1 centimetre less. And then on the seventh day then, it was the same. So in a way, the total amount of rainfall was the same, wasn't it, as it was the first week. So that means the mean must remain the same. So the mean is 3.8 centimetres. Give a reason, well, you could say the total rainfall in week 2 is equal to that of week 1. Okay, I've explained that there. And it's quite clear, isn't it? The totals haven't changed, so the mean remains the same. Okay, part B. It says then, in Summerfield, the rainfall for each of the 30 days was measured. So you've got here the rainfall. Calculate an estimate for the mean daily rainfall for the 30 days. Okay, so now this is over 30 days, of course, and it's asking for an estimate because the number of days here, 5 days, where the rainfall was in this sort of bracket here between 0.5 and 1.5 centimetres. We don't know the exact rainfall for those 5 days. Just like for those 11 days there, we don't know the exact rainfall. We only know it's between this range of values here. So that's why they're saying an estimate. Okay, but even though they say estimate, we still need to get things right in order to get these 4 marks. We still need to do things the right way around. So estimate, what you need is a value to represent that group, and you always have to go in the middle. Okay, if you don't go in the middle, you won't get the marks. So in the middle there is 1, of course, yeah? In the middle here, okay, in the middle there is going to be 2. So you find the midpoint, okay? And if you don't know how to find the midpoint, it's really easy, because what you do is you get your calculator, and you do, now you notice that was 2, that last one, yeah? And all you've got to do is add the extreme values together, so it's between 1.5 and 2.5, so if we add them together, okay, and then you've got to halve it, okay, divided by 2. It's like finding the mean of those 2 values, isn't it? Add them up, divide by 2, and you get 2. And it always works. Let's do the next one. 2.5 plus 3.5. This comes to 6. Divide by 2, so you get 3. So, of course, it is going to be 3 there. And the next one's going to be 4. So this is like the midpoint. And it's okay to write it in the table here. Okay? That's what I tend to do. So you've got 5 days where there was 1 centimetre of rainfall. So that's like saying 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 5 times. So it's easier just to do 5 lots of 1. Okay, so we can do 5 times 1. And then you've got here 11 days where there were 2 centimetres. So that's 11 lots of 2. Okay, and then there were 13 days where there were 3 centimetres of rainfall. So that's 13 lots of 3. And then there was 1 day where there was 4 lots of rainfall. So that's 1 lot of 4. And then you've got to add them all, you've got to work that out, of course, and then you're going to divide it by, of course, not 4, because you see there's 4 rows here, not 4 at all. You divide it by the total of this, which is 30, okay, the total amount of days. Alright, so don't fall into that trap of dividing it by 4. It's going to be bigger than that. Always is, because they're using a table of values. And when they use a table of values, it's to do with large amounts of data. So don't write 4 there, right? Don't write how many rows. You write what this adds to over 30 days. 30 days of measurements. So, we can use a calculator. Let's just work these out to start with here. Okay, but yeah, make sure you use your calculator just to check everything's spot on. So on the top there, 5 plus 22 plus 39 plus 4, so I guess 70 divided by 30. So 70 divided by 30 is 2.3 recurring. Okay, so 2.3 centimeters. You can write one decimal place is fine here. That's where I put. That's the average. It makes sense, doesn't it? 2.3 around there. Absolutely. Okay, so state the modal class. The modal class is the one that's most common. Okay, the one that occurred the most is that one, isn't it? 13 days. So it's talking about the rainfall that was most frequent. 13 days. So when they talk about class, you've got to write that down, right? You have to copy it down exactly as you see it. Okay. So don't worry about it, because you just literally copy it, and then write down the class in which the median lies. Now the median, remember now the median is the halfway point. So if you've got 30 values, 15 of course would be the halfway, wouldn't it? 30 days, 15 days, 15 days in the middle. Now you've got 5 days there, so that hasn't got to the 15th, but then you've got 11 there. 5 and 11 is 16. 16, so the 15th one is in that class there. So 1.5 to 2.5. Okay.